Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go, D.
Bridgewater. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
50, Mike 50. I got it. Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready. Put the flag. Check 55, Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, It's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common, but one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Stop your whining.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Out of the gun, Geis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else bet.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It did lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
93. You can't block me. You can't block me. Move.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
You got me ready. Don't be scared. Check 9, check 9. Mike 5-5, Mike 57-34. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. Hey, box truck. Express.
On first down, Carr. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, Carr. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a run with Geis. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack that time. Say hello to Brandon Williams. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
on second down. Here's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Carr. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second and 5 now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Bridgewater. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Geis with a carry on second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Barkley. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Low, low, low. Rush in, rush in, rush in. You got tape. You got tape right there.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Carr. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
29.
Shotgun now for Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On third down, Bridgewater. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater off to Geis on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, check right, check right.
Bridgewater. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he whips that one incomplete there. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the ground, it's Geis. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Check 55 to Mike. Come on. You better bring it. 29. Mike, 55. 5. Watch the pitch flash.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's got it complete to Perkins. A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Ryan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Check 13. Ain't no way. Express.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Express. OP. Watch the ship. Express. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Barkley. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Geis. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 4.
From the 36, Bridgewater. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. First down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike 55, Mike 50. Watch the out, watch the out. Mike.
To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
You better break. I'm letting you know.
Fourth down. They're going. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory.
Go Chiefs! Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Express.
Carr going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 6-6-37. At 20. Express.
Throwing again. Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bucs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale.